Hi everybody, it's Nana Kay. Today we're going to be working on a page to insert in the journal, or it can be given as a gift, as a standalone page gift. And it's going to feature what's called a Triskele. Triskeles are made out of paper. They're folded in such a way that it has these moon shapes, gives it a certain appearance and texture. You can certainly hang that from the Christmas tree. It's a great little thing that you start out with some pieces of paper folded in a certain way, and I'll show you how. And we can include this in a page inside of a pocket or a tuck and create a gift page to include in a journal to make a Triskele with. Get ready. Okay, I tried to pre-prepare as many things as I could get done ahead of time so we can save time on preparation of papers. I took an old card that I did not like. Some of this, I just didn't like the patterns and colors. I didn't like anything about the paper, but it's a heavier cardstock. And it's a 12 by 12. I just did a collage of Christmas stuff out of a magazine on the other side. So we would have Christmas colors and Christmas elements, nothing in particular, nothing in an arranged order. I apologize for the glare, but we're not going to be looking at that for long because I need to use this board. I need it for the stiffness mainly, and so I just covered up the ugly designs on that side. And it's kind of oriented like that. It doesn't really matter though. What we're going to be making, journal gift pages, is simply putting together some pages. Like, for instance, I'm going to be doing pages out of just, this is an old Warren Buffett book. And there's Warren Buffett. And so I'm going to take just a couple of pages and glue them together for a little bit of stiff foundation. Glue about 3 pages together. And I'm going to use that to put a pocket on. And what we want to do is glue it on to this so that we'll have something to glue the pocket to. And it'll have a Christmas theme back. I mean, that's the only reason I covered it on the back, was just in case you didn't glue it down. If you put a paper clip on it as your gift page insert, you can glue it down. You can paper clip it in. You can sew it in. Well, however you want to put it, just insert it into another pocket so you can take it right out. However you want to do it. So we'll get this glued down to this piece of paper. What we want to do first is give it just a little bit of some kind of Christmassy type embellishment. And I've got some green ink and some little stamps. There we go. And these aren't necessarily anything but just little flower stamps. It's not any flower in particular. I guess I'll go ahead and cut this out so we can move it around a little better. And so it's got a nice stiff back. Got a little bit of Christmas color going on. And I've got a piece that we can use to make the pocket with. So we can get fa la la on there, looks like. That down. And then we have this one also. All of them are pretty tall. If we get Merry Christmas on there. Half of the S will be gone. No, just barely. just barely get that on there. That's real tall. Put it off here. I've already folded it down. Oh, okay. Let's try that. Glue down the accordion. That'll give it enough thickness up here to hold together, because it'll be sliding things in and out right here. So to give it just a little bit more resilience, I'm going to use another piece of paper to glue on top of. Just a few seconds to set up. Pretty good. Slide something in there. Give it just a little bit of tension so we can make sure things will fit in there without it being too tight. Don't push it all the way down, get it stuck in the glue though. And so now we have our pocket. Now I pre-made these strips. I had some Christmas wrapping paper. And so I put the wrapping paper on top of my piece of paper and cut the strips out. You need 3 strips this size, and you cut out the strips to make your Triskele ball with. Now when I made the Triskele ball, all the Santas were so big they kind of got folded up in the Triskele ball folding, the folding of the Triskele ball. And that's spelled T-R-I-S-K-E-L-E, pronounced Triskele Ball. I'm sure there's a lot of history about the folded paper Triskele Ball. The paper doesn't have to be really, really stiff, but it can't be too thin either. You know, you just have to kind of play with them and figure out your consistency that you want for the paper. But pretty stiff. You need it pretty stiff. Now, I printed out this pattern. This is the only one I could find to print out. I ran into that problem of people saying, well, go to this link and you can print out all your stuff. And, you know, no, I didn't get that. I got a bunch of links that went to everything else that I needed to buy and this, that, and other. And I couldn't find the daggone links to print the pattern out with. And there's never any measurements on it. And these measurements are so wonky, you know, like 7 2/10 and 3 5/16 and what. No, I just gave it up. I printed it out. I glued my Santa's wrapping paper, which is waxy, on one side. And I got the pattern on the other. And here's what I printed out. This is what it looks like. I'll print it out here. And so I glued the Santa wrapping paper on the back and cut out 3 strips. Well, that's what I have. It's 3 strips. Now, on the strips, on the printout pattern, there's one side that has a little tiny rectangle, and that's where you're supposed to put glue at. Now, where this comes into, these strips come into before you glue it together, is here it is Christmas or birthday or something like that, and you have a cute little journal, or you just make a little booklet to put a gift card in, this gift page. You can do that. You can just make one cover and put a gift page in it, and that'd be a cute little gift. Well, I happen to have a little journal, and I want to put a gift in it. Well, I come along and I make my pockets, my gift page pocket. Oh, I don't like the way that gold ink wash came out there. So I'm gonna cover that up. So if I glue it on there, I can, get one of my hidden paper clips. I can use one of my page clips, something like that, and put my pocket in. Well, then I go ahead and pre-prepare 3 strips for a Triskele ball and put that in the pocket. Now, the one thing I forgot to do was print out a little thing for instructions on how to make a Triskele ball, how to use the strips and fold the Triskele ball. I'm going to show you how, and my instruction sheet will have the link to this video, and it'll simply say, come to this link on your computer or on your phone and watch this video about how to put your Triskele ball together. It just takes a minute or two. They've already got the strips that are pre-cut and the pattern on the back. What you have to do with the pattern is this. As you notice, you've got your strips and you've got a piece of a sphere piece, you know, on each side. It's not even a half a circle. I don't know the dimensions or the measurements on how to make the circle fit with a measurement on a strip, so don't ask me. I don't know. I just printed this out, and I'm going to put it together, and that's all I know. So what we need to do here is you take your one of your bone folders or a creasing tool of some type, and just follow the line and crease the semi portion of the sphere, and push pretty hard so you can crease it. You'll be using that crease to fold in the pieces on the Triskele ball. And if you turn it over, you can just barely see it there, but you can see it. And make sure you get all of them creased. So I'm just going to crease all of these and get all of these creased, and then we'll be ready to put it together. I was bearing down really hard so I could make sure that I had a good crease to work with when we put the balls together. And I've checked all of them to make sure that we do have a crease to work with. Now, simply take your first strip, any strip. Try not to get too much glue on it so it'll dry pretty fast. Get it nice and flat all the way on this strip and evenly distributed in that rectangle. Place it on there, move it around until you get it centered right on the rectangle. And check and make sure that the edges made up even. So you want it evenly set from end to end. I'll set that down and give it a few minutes to dry. Do the same thing with the next one. Knock over your brush. Just kidding. And it's a little straightening. Now right now you can see the Santas on the paper, but once we get the papers woven together the way we need to put them together and all that, since the Santas are so big on the print of the Santa is so big on the paper, it's going to get covered up somehow. It's inevitable. So the smaller the print, the bigger the strip, and the smaller the print, you're going to have better results as far as seeing some kind of design on your Triskele ball. Get a little extra glue off of that. Okay, now I'm going to give that an extra minute to dry. What you want to do is see where your creases are. There's a crease, there's a crease, and you just barely see it. So you'll have to do it in person to be able to see it real good. And put one inside the other. Now for the last one, make sure your design's facing outside, or Santa, that is. Pick it up. Now the inside, the ball that's sitting inside, run your strip through that piece. And so what you're going to have to do is thread that through on the other side and get it glued together, but then you'll have to hold it and you know, scrunch it around so you can get to fold the ends properly. So that one's going to have glue there, and you're going to have to glue it together that way. And now I've got too much glue oozing out. I'll get this off and put glue on this last strip. last rectangle area. And hold that together until we have a good, secure third strip glued in. And then we'll rearrange the strips to where we can get to all the places that we need to fold in on the crease and make the design of the ball. Because right now, without it being folded in, it looks like that. All the edges are straight. And what we'll do is make sure that all the strips are on the outside evenly and then pinch it up together. That's why it needs to be a little stiff too, the paper that you're using, so it'll hold that particular shape for you. Carefully start moving them around where you can get to. Now, since they're measured and cut the way that they are, once you arrange the strip to get to one of the designs, the other one should be already lined up on the other side. And I believe I see that crease there. So we'll come back this way with this strip and make our first crease. Okay, yeah, and so just start pinching it in, that, and then where you see the crease naturally going, go ahead and try to pinch it gently. So it's a nice soft bend in, and cooks it into where you creased it with your tool. And that's our first fold. And so, like I said, this one on the other side is already lined up for the way that it's marked out on the pattern. The way that's marked out on the pattern, when you fold this one on this side, the other one will already be lined up on the other side. And I can see the creases here. So you can go ahead and pinch that side. And I'll go ahead and do the whole ball. Now you have Triskele balls. And of course, you can decorate, colorize, do all the things that you need to do to Christmas decorations to have it colored, and that'll match your tree, match your decorations. It's a great activity for the kids, and they can make Triskele balls to hang on the tree and not be, you don't have to deal with glass balls or anything that's going to break and cut and hurt somebody. These are great. These work just fine, and they're actually a lot of fun to do. So, as a matter of fact, you can make the strips covered in it. I have this vellum paper. I'm going to cover some strips and cut them out with the vellum paper and not have anything because glued to the back of it, because when you fold vellum paper, it's like doing plastic, basically. It holds a crease really well. Yeah, so this is going to be really neat to work with. I bought this at Dollar Tree, and it's fun, crinkly paper, and it's going to make a really cute Triskele ball. And I might do a little short to show off the vellum Triskele balls once I get them done up. But that is the gift page, and that's how you cut your strips. Cut your strips out from the design. Cut your strips out and get your strips prepared. You put in your gift page, and instead of using like the old standbys for gift pages is like, Swiss Miss, that you stick that, and it's usually not a double package. It's usually just a single package that fits in there real neat. The double packages with the marshmallows and the hot cocoa, the extra pack of marshmallows, you can do, one page each, one pocket each, or, make a stackable pocket gift page for this one. Some of the old other standbys is, barrettes. barrettes, hairpins, beautiful hairpins. It's a really cool gift that you can give to somebody. And of course, you don't have to have the old card or anything. You can cut out a heart or a Christmas tree or something like that, something out of a card, and be able to stick it in. Or you can include, you can put, here we go. Now we're cooking. If you want several gifts all in one, you just take your gift page and put it in here and say, all right, we'll anchor down our gift page with these beautiful hairpins like this. Add some bling and sparkle and beautiful, accessory. That's two gifts right there. And for the grand finale, we'll put in some of this wonderful white tea. And of course, you can put red ribbons on white tea bags. And that way you can have a great gift pocket ready to put into any journal that you have, or you just make a cover, a single cover, and that's your gift. Just have a gift page in there, and that's all it is. And it's a great way to include something that's special for a special occasion. But if you have a journal sitting around like this one and it needs a gift, you can give the journal as a gift with the gift page put in. Well, I had fun with this. I hope you did too. I'll get the link up, that goes to this pattern so you can print it out and cut your own strips. And I'll work on it. I'll smooth this out a little bit more. You kind of got to work with it a little bit to get it to smooth and sit just perfect. You just got to, work with the little creases and all that and smooth it out some so it sits nice and even, because that needs to be pushed in a little more. Just work with it. You know how paper is. You know how it goes. And play with it, decorate it, sprinkle glitter on it, do all kinds of fun stuff. So have fun this Christmas. So thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me today. Make a gift page. Make somebody happy. Talk to you soon.